Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Lionsgate. You know, it's been open for a while, but today is the portal, right? The portal for the Lionsgate. So this is a really important time. There's so many things that are critical about the Lionsgate and this particular day. So, you know, there's lots of information on it on Google or on Instagram. So check out also my story on Instagram about the intentions to set and what you should be doing during this really, really important time of power and, movement in your life on your journey. Okay. So what I have done today is I wanted to do, I think I'm going to turn this light off to get rid of the glare. There you go. What I wanted to do today was give you energies on from today through the portal. The portal ends on the 12th, okay? So these are energies from August 8th through the 12th. And then I did use the after tarot to see what's going to happen kind of after the 12th, all right? So what do we have today? We're doing, we've got the theme for the head, heart, and environment for our masculine, our feminine. In the sense that I have a tarot and an energy about what's happening in those three areas. Then we've drilled it down, okay, to specifics about those energies. I've also got, I didn't do blessings today. I really wanted to focus on just what's happening. So I did get an advice card for the masculine and a tarot card to further clarify what that advice was for. I got one for the feminine and I got one for their connection. I also have what's happening with their current connection today. And I also did the Akashic Records for this connection. So I would like to start with the Akashic Records, okay? The Akashic Records, this is what you all agreed to when you were in soul form about what this contract would be about, what you wanted to, address, what you wanted to have in this connection with your masculine or your feminine. This is what you both agreed to during the time that you were in soul form, okay? So I do that reading for clients all the time. It's probably that with the extended is probably my most popular readings. And if you want to book any reading with me, please go to queenoflight1111.com and you can see a list of my readings there. Okay. So I'm going to start with the Akashic and I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is Archangel Gabriel, okay? I don't know if you guys work with Archangel Gabriel, but when he comes up in a reading, he's all about, communication. He's about communication. Archangel Gabriel is all about, helping people express what they're feeling, okay? When he shows up as the bottom of the deck for our underlying energy, and this is as the underlying energy about what is happening in the contract today, it's awesome, especially given what we're going through right now in this connection, okay? So when he shows up as the bottom of the deck for what's happening in the contract, this theme is around expressing yourself. This theme is around communicating with your partner. This is also about, it's the time also in which, to handle projects maybe that involve communication or publishing or mediumship or teaching. But Archangel Gabriel is all about powerful and peaceful expression, okay? He's a very loving angel that is going to assist this couple with where they are right now in their connection, okay? So where are they in this connection? The first card out is the Seven of Roses. The Seven of Roses is about the journey, okay? So when that card comes out, it's all about getting on the journey, okay? It's about leaving the safety of the harbor. I put this post on Instagram the other day, and if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm Queen of Light 1111, so check that out, okay? In case you're not following me there, and I do post readings there as well. So this, I put a post up, and I'm going to try to find it real quick while we're on here, and it was about. And by the way, these memes that I create, like I literally, channel it, think about it, and then create this custom meme on my page to share with all of you because I'm channeling these messages for you, okay? And so what I did was when I channeled this, when was it? It was July 18th and today's August 8th. It was about a ship is safest on the shore, but that's not what it's built for, okay? So this is the journey. You're safe, right? If you just kind of stay apart, you try to stay in the safety of your healing, if you stay on the safety of your journey individually, but that's not what this connection is for, okay? What is this connection for? The next card out. Commitment. This card is for commitment. So with this journey card that it comes out, this is really about, it's time to go to a new place. It's time to, look at greater opportunities. It's really time to set a new direction, set a direction on this connection, okay, and take this to a whole nother level. This is really about leaving the safety of the harbor behind. This is not the time to stay safe. This is the time to go and explore a new world. And what is that new world? Commitment. So when the commitment card comes out in the Akashic Tarot, it is absolutely about commitment, and especially in a love reading. And this is a love reading. So this card, when it comes out about commitment, this is really about, look at this. This is like a contract. This is a soul contract. And I'm reading about where they are in their soul contract. Okay? So when this comes up, this is about a valuable union at hand. This is about a romantic commitment. This is about a past love coming back. This is also about, making things really formal. Okay, so this could be about marriage even perhaps, but this is a very light-filled card. Look at the light that's illuminating the contract. This contract has been illuminated. Our masculine is awake, okay? And so now it's time to leave the safety of the harbor and embark on this union, on this commitment, okay? So this is really about this union. We're ready for it, okay? So the next card, because I read as a story. The story is get out of the safety of the harbor, embark into this commitment, and then we have the Six of Forces, the waterfall. When the Six of Forces comes out in this tarot deck, okay, for the Akashic Records, this is all about your the ability to shape any situation that honors and moves your life forward. They're getting this inner strength, this deep and inner knowing that they can now move their life forward. If you think about the waterfall, it's a body of water that comes from somewhere that drops as the waterfall into another body of water. It is unending. Their personal power, the strength in this connection is unending. So when this comes up, this is about, get into your deep thought, get into your deep emotions, expand your psychic energy, and know that the power is flowing within you and within this connection. And finally, we go into the number one card, a One of Forces. I love that we have forces and roses. This is like we're taking action towards our love, okay? And so now this One of Forces is the Akashic Field. So when this comes up, this is about all of the power and information and energy and experiences that are vibrating within us. There's this unending truth and possibility that is ours, that belongs to this connection now. And receiving this in this reading, in this spread about where we are, this is about amazing opportunities are abounding us at this time. And it's time to celebrate. I mean, this is the Akashic Records Tarot, and I'm doing a reading on where they are in the contract, and they are aware of their contract of their Akashic Records. They're aware. So this is that life force, that universal synchronicity, right? That we're exploring our records because we know. And this is like the universe is ready and willing to align these heartfelt desires. And now is the time to make it happen. I'm telling you, this is so amazing. Okay, I'm like channeling this real time too, but Get out of the safety net. Get out of the safety of the separation, okay? And I know that sounds weird, but gosh, for this feminine, this masculine that you guys have like worked really hard to get to where you are, and it's like, gosh, I don't want to be wounded again. That's that safety, that's that fear. But it's time. It's time for union. It's time to tap into this depth of knowledge and power and understanding and take action towards your contract, this commitment. And Archangel Gabriel is helping with both of them on how to express themselves, okay, to achieve this union. So now, what's the guidance for our masculine and our feminine? And by the way, for the tarot that clarifies these guidance cards, it's the Two of Cups. It's the Two of Cups. I got to tell you, I don't feel like I've gotten the Two of Cups a lot in the last few weeks as I've been working with this couple, this collective couple. I feel like it's just starting to come in heavy now. It's coming in as the bottom of the deck for their guidance, the Two of Cups. And it also comes out in their current connective energy, okay? But what's very interesting to me, and you'll see this, is that individually they are very challenged. They are not even sure she's not sure she wants him anymore, which is really shocking to me. And that's because of that safety of the harbor. And he's kind of the same. He's like tiptoeing a little bit because of the safety of the harbor. They need to get into their strength, okay? So the first guidance card, this is the guidance for the masculine. Romance angels are helping you. So the message here, the guidance here is, the prayer is, dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make helpful changes and arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other. They're recognizing, look at guys, these all flew out, okay? Can't make it up. The journey, I mean, think about it. If I had to make it up, I have so many cards. It's like 80 cards per deck. I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time. I've got a day full of clients. I've got other stuff to deal with. I don't have time to make this stuff up. I literally woke up. I haven't even had breakfast yet. And I thought, you know what? In a fasted energy where I haven't eaten, I haven't drank anything, my vessel is empty, and I just wanted to fill it in with psychic energy and this energy of this connection. This is how they flew out, okay? So I had like nothing in my body other than the energy of this connection that I wanted to specifically do for you guys today at a fasting level, okay? So here it's like, this is preparing them, okay? This is his blessing. Like, and he's being blessed with acknowledging. He knows what he has with her. He understands the contract because he's been in this hermit energy of this self-discovery. The light is on. He is awake. He knows who he is. He knows what he wants. He knows she's prepared. He knows he's prepared. All because they did the work. What is her energy? Oh gosh. And all the Mermaid Tarot deck just fell. Jeez Louise. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. I don't even know what the bottom of the deck was, but I will shuffle it one time. I wonder if that was a sign. Huh. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to shuffle it live just to get the bottom of the deck. I think the bottom of the deck was the Two of Pentacles, okay? So this is the bottom of the deck for one card that I wanted to get a storyline on. So I'm going to quickly shuffle this on camera to get the bottom of the deck for that storyline, okay? And I'm not going to take any cards. I just want a bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands, but anyway, whatever. Six of Cups. I mean, if that doesn't tell you the story, I don't know. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Look at this, guys. Strength. What was I just talking about? Strength. They're gaining the strength to be in this connection, to take action towards their contract, okay? So what is the message or what's the guidance for our feminine? Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. I was kind of like, what? What does she need to forgive herself for? But, okay. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. And her tarot, another major arcana, he got the Hermit, she got the Lover's card. And this is like, you know, you've done nothing wrong in this connection. Everything that had to happen, Because let me tell you, she's coming up as the Queen of Swords, all right? Not that she's done anything recently, but I feel like she's in this energy of indecision, and some old wounds have come up, and she's like, she's almost getting her sword. Oh, and look, almost getting her sword, right? So she's very much ready to use it if she needs to, but thank God Archangel Gabriel is there to help with peaceful communication, okay? So this is for the past, when she used the sword in a way that was cutting to them, to him, to her, and to this connection. When you hurt him, you hurt yourself. That you've done nothing wrong, okay? That this was all necessary, part of the awakening and ascension process. What is the blessing for their connection? Let go of fear now. Look at this journey. Get out of the safety of the harbor, people, okay? I know this collective couple is very anxious right now about their union, but the guidance and the blessing for them is let go of this fear now. And what is this card? This is the 9 of Cups. You can have your wishes, 9 of Cups, if you let go of the fear. So what is the blessing? What's the message? What's the prayer? Please, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings so that I can manifest my wishes. All right? Bottom of the deck, it's all around this union, all around the 2 of Cups. I will be very surprised if this couple does not get back together this year and into actual union, okay? Because, I mean, it's very indicative. Every week that I do something around this collective, it is so much better each and every week. Yes, we have challenges. Yes, you know, we have things going on dynamic-wise, individually, and in this connective energy. But look, I don't think I've gotten this commitment card as a check-in for their space. I got that commitment card when I did the full spread for where this, what is the ultimate desire or what's going to happen with this connection. I got commitment in the foundation that this connection is for commitment. But now to have commitment show up in where they are in their contract, it's telling me this couple is ready for commitment because they know their contract. Okay, so enough about that. Let's go ahead and get started with this, what's happening with each of them, okay? So bottom of the deck for their theme, for their head, heart, and environment, okay? It is partnerships and alliances, that they're very much trying to come together to work as a team, okay? They're very much trying together. Look at, there's like this help. There's so many cards here of hands. Look at, there's these 2 hands they're embracing. There's this hand at the bottom of the deck. There's another one in her energy, which is 2 hands coming together. There's another one in her energy, which is hands coming together. You know, for him, he's got his hands on his head right now because he's a little challenged, but you know, he's got his hands open, his heart open as well. And so there is a lot of energy around just very much understanding this partnership, this alliance, this connection. And so the theme for the Psychic Tarot around this head, heart, and environmental space is they want to help each other up. You know, one day this might be the masculine helping the feminine up. One day this might be the feminine holding the masculine up, but they've got a strong hold on each other. They're holding each other at the place where they can get the tightest grip, and they're helping each other up, okay? And so finally, for the energy around this helping each other, it's like this World card. And so, you know, I got this card yesterday when I did a quick little check-in. And so, because, you know, I got to do that. I just wanted to see where things were at, and it's consistent. And I got some of the same cards from yesterday. This World card is not about completion, right? When this card comes up in the energy deck, this is about expansion. This is about opening up. This is about expanding your vision. This is about, you know, that they have the unlimited resources. They're in the magician's energy, right? The magician is like someone who has all the resources, all the tools to make things happen. This is also number 29, which is an 11, by the way. And this was a number 3, which is those 2 are working together to create, okay? And this, what are they creating? This union. And so there is this energy here that there's unlimited, powerful potential in a world of opportunities and possibilities within this connection now. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you what the bottom of the deck is for him in his tarot cards, for his head, heart, and environment. His bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords. All right, Seven of Swords. We knew this. It was reversed when it was there, so I don't. It's not a new energy. It's an old energy. Bottom of the deck for his clarifiers is the Queen of Pentacles, which is his feminine. Bottom of the deck for her head, heart, and 3D spaces, Queen of Swords, right? It's the Queen of Swords. And bottom of the deck for her clarifiers is the Devil card. So there's a little bit of a challenging energy as we are in the Lion's Gate, if that gives you any indication. Queen of Swords comes out with the Devil. Uh-oh, she's ready to hold her sword again. And he's got Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like he knows how he's deceived her and why that Queen of Swords came out. He knows why, because he is awake, okay? He's awake. So first card out didn't even shock me. Well, it did, but it didn't shock me when I got his bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. So this is the deception and envy, okay? So when he's in his head space thinking about his feminine, what is he thinking? He's thinking about deception and envy. And then door to spirit. This is a very, very high vibrational card to get as the energy for deception and envy. So when the deception and envy card comes out, you know, that's all about sabotage, right? That's all about sabotage. It's all about, you know, what you've done. Like this mask, this guy has this mask on, right? Or he's like, but he's in this deck, he's starting to pull it off, okay? So this is like, you know, people not appearing to be who they are, right? So it's really about understanding all the facts, right? This is also about, you know, he's worked really hard, okay, on this energy. And it's like, don't let other people take what's rightly yours, okay? And so this is really about, you know, this is really about an energy like you sabotaged yourself. Somebody else can sweep up this person, this feminine, and take her if she wants it, if she wants to be a part of another connection. This is about this self-sabotage. So when this number 32 card, which is the 5, which is challenge and change, changed that behavior. This is the number 7. 7 is a number of spiritual seeking, spiritual truths. And to get this door of spirit card to clarify that is great. I mean, it is good, okay? And so what is this card telling you? This is about this deception and envy, okay, led to his spiritual awakening and new beginning. So the energy around this is, look at all these orbs, look at all these spirits, look at all this. The universe guided this guy, okay? Guided him through his crap ass behavior. That was what he needed. This is what his lesson was. If you guys watched the Journey of the Divine Masculine that I did like months ago on this collective masculine, this was his biggest lesson. He was gonna learn his biggest lesson through this energy, and he did. And he's had his spiritual awakening because of it. Okay, so now this is about this orbs of light are guiding him, you know, through the clouds of this earthly world, which this is very 3D energy, to a deeper understanding of what his 5D energy is, what his eternal identity is, okay? And now he is coming into his full potential. So you know, guys, I had to clarify that 7 of Swords, and I did. And guess what came out? Where is she? All right. So first card out for what was the sabotage? He sabotages union, right? 2 of Cups, clarified deception and envy. I said, well, give me another card. Like, what about it? Queen of Swords. She taught him the lesson. She taught him the lesson through this sabotage of this connection. And oh, by the way, guess who's the Queen of Swords? Our feminine. Okay? And she comes up again here in the storyline. So our feminine today is the Queen of Swords. Okay? And she's frankly every queen, right? She's every queen. She's here in this part of the reading as the Queen of Swords because That's how she had to teach him the lesson. She had to break out the sword so that he could learn his lesson through their connection and through their union. So now as we drill down deeper into his energy, let's see what he's thinking about this deception and this envy and his awakening now that he's seeing himself for who he is. Two of Swords, right? So he's still looking at himself. He's looking at himself. I said, what is he looking at? Three of Pentacles, his lessons, the third party situations, the deception, the envy, the the low vibrational 3D things that he did. He's looking at himself, okay, and he's confused. Seven of Cups, he's just like in his emotions. He's looking at all of this stuff that he did, what he didn't do. He's looking at, what his choices may be with her now, what his options may be with her now. And I said, what is the Seven of Cups about? King of Wands. This is like, I don't know how to get out of this, because King of Wands is like the action king for me. When he comes up, he knows exactly what he wants to do. And he wants to figure out what he wants to do, but he's stuck. Like as he's looking at himself, as he's coming into his 5D masculine in the 3D plane, he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to get out of this cluster F that I am in. He doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to do that. And so he's trying to embrace his King of Wands energy, but he's stuck in his confusion because he's also the King of Cups in his main part of this reading. He's in his emotions. He is sensitive. He is feeling for her. He has loving feelings for her. Okay? So right now he's just trying to gain the strength. He's trying to gain the strength. And remember, this is also showing up in the records here, which is they're trying to gain the strength to leave the safety of the harbor. Okay? Leave the safety and embark on their commitment. And remember, for him is, he's being helped by by these angels to help him make good choices as he's further discovering himself. Okay? And he's looking at his lessons. He's looking at what he's learned. He's looking at how he's grown. So now for our feminine, where is she in her headspace? We've got prosperity begins. And that's like an Ace of Pentacles type of card, I think. Or is it Ace of Wands? Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, it's Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So this is all about, like a card of beginnings, right? Prosperity, wealth. This is hard work being recognized. This is about all the possibilities that the Akashic Field, the One of Forces, just talked to us about. This is about focusing on the most beneficial outcome of this connection. So when she's thinking about her masculine, she's like, yeah, there's this possibility of a new beginning now, but indecision. This is number 8. Right? This is about cycles. And so right now, our feminine is in a cycle of indecision. And when that card comes up, she's just like, what choice do I make? And this card marks the presence of, two possible choices. And she's like anxiously looking at each road. Leave him or stay with him. Right? Union, no union. She likes her journey. She likes who she's become. All right? And so she's not sure. She's a little confused. And I'm not surprised because he's in the Seven of Cups energy about how the hell to move forward. And she's like, yeah, I know we have this opportunity, but I don't know. She's confused too. Her emotions are a little up and down because of this indecision. And so what this is saying to me is the guidance for her is to let go of the analysis and the self-doubt that has been keeping her stuck, okay? And meditate on her options. And a lot of this has to do with this energy too of forgiveness. And, if maybe she hasn't completely forgiven her masculine, all right? So let's drill down further into her energy about what this indecision and this new beginning is all about. Judgment. She's evaluating this next opportunity for them to come together. She's evaluating it. She's using her sound judgment, and she's unsure about whether or not she wants to call this connection back to life because there has been this Three of Cups energy, but this did not come up as third party because I clarified it, and I got the Knight of Cups. And she's kind of like, yeah, I do want to move towards this reunion. But right now, she's in the Hermit's energy too, which is a match to him. And she's kind of like, I just need to think about this a little bit more. Is this for my highest good? Is this connection for my highest good? And I clarified this. What is she looking for? And we got the Sun card. She wants success, but I really got this as further illumination about this connection. And finally, 10 of Wands. She's at the end of this cycle of this burden in her headspace when she thinks about this masculine. And it has to do with this 9 of Pentacles, which goes right back to what I just channeled on her indecision, which is union or just stay as my single, confident, fabulous self. Really, that's what she's thinking. She's just like, she's not in it anymore for the heartbreak, but I really feel like it's because, listen, they're going to come into union, but this is how they're feeling right now, or how they're going to be feeling now through the 12th, is that, yeah, they both want this, but there is this energy of, she doesn't know that he's changed yet because frankly, he hasn't shown her everything because he hasn't expressed it to her yet, right? Which is why, thank God, Archangel Gabriel is here. So now what's happening in his heart space as related to his feminine, and we get the Balance card. This is the Justice card. See, and I just said here about he hasn't expressed himself. This is about setting things right. This is a major arcana. This is justice. So when this card comes out in this deck, this is about balance. Shit needs to get balanced out now, okay? This is about lifestyle adjustments. This could be, him creating balance in work and life to have this connection with his feminine, okay? This is about realizing what is happening around you, and realizing what you did, what you didn't do. This is having faith that justice is going to triumph and karma is going to go hand in hand. This is about treating people fairly. This is about, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual balance to make rational decisions and logical judgments. This is a time for him to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that he's made and the ones that he will make in the future. So this is him understanding this deception and envy, right? That he sabotaged his connection with his feminine because now his 5D self is on the ground, on the 3D. He's learning his lessons. He's learned his lessons because he's in the Hermit's energy. This is now like, I've done the work. I've got to set this thing straight now. And balance things out. And then we got rest and rejuvenation. And this is like, to me, it sounds a little bit like the 4 of Swords energy. And so what the book says about this is that it's all about, it's time to relax and meditate. It's time to, find more time to just let go, to allow yourself to go within, to find peace, to find wisdom, to further ground that 5D energy. Okay, and this is about time for peaceful thinking, peaceful communication, peaceful expression. Make it a priority. See, maybe this person is just working so crazy hard that he hasn't been able to bring justice to this connection. But now there is an opportunity in his heart space that as he's realizing things, the energy shows that he's coming into balance. Okay, so let's drill down further into his heart space. I don't want to feel sorry for him because, certainly he, did things that were not in the up and up, but he's very challenged about his feminine. And so his first card when he's in his heart space for his feminine is the Lover's card. And so this is about divine connections, but this is also about choices. And so I said, all right, well, is this about the connection or is this about choices? And we got the Wheel. And this is like taking things, moving things forward, right? Moving things forward. This is about lessons being learned. And now that the lessons been learned, let the wheel turn. And so I said, all right, give me another card, Death. So he's in this thing here. This guy is like, move it forward or is it dead? This is what's happening in his heart space. Is like, is my connection, am I going to be able to move this forward, move this into a better time? Or is this connection over? Death and Lovers, Death and Wheel. These are the choices that he has. Can I move this forward into a better time or is it completely done. And so Page of Wands, this is the desire to express this energy, this communication, but he feels stuck. The Devil's card. And I said, what is stuck? The Lovers. The Lovers, right? This is the shadow. So the Lovers, if you guys didn't know this in the tarot deck, and these are two different tarot decks, but these are the Lovers in the Devil's card, and these are the Lovers in just the normal arcana, right? So this is both major arcana cards. So he knows this connection has experienced its dark side, its dark night of the soul, its bondage, its 3D physical energy. And so he knows because of that, this connection is stuck right now. The high vibration of this connection is stuck right now. Okay? And so further, Ace of Pentacles, she's got the Ace of Pentacles too, I just noticed. He wants this new beginning, but he's just like, are we still stuck in the dark of this connection? And how can he, as the King of Wands, move this out of that energy? All right, so now for our feminine, her first card is Harmony. This is the Lover's card in the Psychic Tarot deck, okay? So when this card comes up, look at them, two hands looking at each other. There's a lot of love there. He's got the Lovers 2 times. She's got it once here, but that's okay because, you know, she's always known about this connection, and he's super, super knowing about it, man. He's got the Lovers and the Shadow card, the Devil card. You know, he's like the 2 of Cups. I know she's my queen. Like, he knows everything now because he's fully, fully awake. And so in this card, when we get this card of Harmony, this is the card of spiritual initiation, partnership, spiritual unions, and that it is taking place at this time or manifesting for the future, okay? What's the energy behind this union? The Magician and the Mirror. This is like manifesting that Lover's energy. And so when the Magician and the Mirror comes up in this deck, this energy is all about knowing and using your true power. She's in her true power. He's in his true power. And now is the time that this is the culmination of this 3D and 5D energy. And in this hand, there's the flame of passion and action, which is what he's trying to do, what they both want to do. This is that yin and yang, that balance of this connection, that female, that masculine and feminine energy. This is what they are going to manifest. This is what, sorry, stuff keeps falling. This is what they're going to manifest. In her heart space, she knows this. In her heart space, she knows this. So as we drill down into her energy, I really hope they get out of where they're at today because, you know, I think high vibrationally, because they're both 5D beings in this 3D world right now, for the first time ever, I'm seeing it and and feeling it super strongly, both of them. This masculine's 5D is on this earth and has blended. But it's just like they're so individually challenged, right? It's like the last of that 3D energy of this old connection needs to shed. So she knows that this is a magical spiritual connection in her heart. She knows it. He knows it. So let's drill down. Hierophant, first card out. She knows that they are each other's partner. I mean, commitment comes out in their Akashic Records. But she's an imbalance again. 2 of Pentacles. She's not sure in her heart, at least her head and her heart's aligned. I mean, but so is his. But hers is again, and like, I don't know, man. I don't know. She's like, I don't know. And I said, okay, what doesn't she know? Ace of Cups. She doesn't know if she wants this new love again. And look at all these moon cycles, okay? She's like, we've been through this cycle of the dark, and I know we're headed into the light, but she's just unsure whether or not, you know, right now that she wants to take this cup. And it makes her sad. 5 of Cups. It makes her sad. It makes her sad in her heart. And I said, give me what the 5 of Cups is about. 5 of Swords. She's just like, it's, you know, she's like, if I don't choose him, then I lose. If I choose him, I can lose too. And so that's her indecision. And she's sad about that. She's sad about the past and what's happened with her King of Pentacles. Remember, she's the Queen of Pentacles in this underlying energy. And here he is her match. So yeah, I mean, she knows it. She knows he is her person, but she is healed so much that she is scared to get out of the safety of the harbor. And he's healed so much that he understands that she is his queen, but he's scared that this might be over. And how do we get out of this safety of the harbor into this commitment because we are in our personal power, because we understand the contract. Do you guys see how this is like all tying in? So now what's happening in the environment of the masculine? Well, we get the universe card with the angel of balance, okay? So the universe card, when that comes up, major arcana. And so when this card comes up, this is the very last card in this major arcana, set of major arcana decks. This is I think this is the world card. Let me just double check. And it is the world card. He has completed this part of the journey. And he has balance now between his 3D and 5D self. He's telling her, but he's got to express it to her in the 3D. So masculines, please, if you guys are like in this energy, express it, because she needs to know. So this is really about completion, triumph, liberation, fulfillment. Everything he has strived for is now at his reach. Why? What's the energy behind that? Angel of balance. And what is that about? When this card comes up in this deck, this angel balance is about self-centered and self-honoring choices. He is no longer making choices that sabotage his union. He's no longer going to make choices that are not in his highest good. So this very much is about personal balance and emotional equanimity, okay? Although things were out of sync in the past, this card tells us that you are in a time of great equilibrium now, right? Because that cycle of him being just his 3D self or half his 5D self is over. He is complete. He is his 5D self is in this world now, manifesting itself, okay, in this connection. Oh man, this is exhausting. I'm tired. Okay, so now what's happening in his environment? First card out, 5 of Cups. He's sad. He's sad. I don't blame him, right? She's sad too. 5 of Cups. She's sad. He's sad. He's like, I missed this. 2 of Cups back here. I missed this. I sabotaged it. I'm looking at all of this spilled cups, empty cups that I took in, and I don't know how to get on the other side of this embankment towards this rainbow, towards this 10 of Cups. He doesn't know how to get there. And so I said, clarify, what's this sadness about? 4 of Cups. He's just dissatisfied. He's unhappy. He's bored. He doesn't like what he's done and how he missed this. That's what he's sad about. Okay? Because here we are, Queen of Wands. And she didn't come up as Queen of Wands, so you know I did a whole storyline on this, which I'm going to give you in a second. Because she's Queen of Wands now. Queen of Wands is with or without you, Queen. I'm okay without you, and I can be with you too. But he's sad because she's taken her liberation, her freedom, her passion, and 2 of Swords clarifies it. And it's about, we're at a stalemate now. We're at a stalemate. Nothing is moving. That's what he, in his headspace. Remember, 2 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. He's like, we're at a stalemate. I'm looking at my lessons. I'm looking at what I did and what I learned. And that's what's happening in his environment. So every single thing here for our masculine head, heart, environment aligns. He's awake. He's balancing. He's resting and rejuvenating, making good decisions because he's awake. And now in 3D, in this environment, he's balanced it out and completed the cycle. He's telling you. And he wants to move forward, Knight of Wands. But he's trying to gain his confidence. And 9 of Pentacles. In his environment, he's still very single. He's still very much just focused on himself at this time because this connection is stuck to him. So he's single. All right, guys, you know I had to do a storyline on the Queen of Wands, so I said, give me cards on what is the storyline. Queen of Wands, first card out, Death. And I was like, okay, yeah, Death matches how he's feeling about this connection. Death, yeah, okay. So Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, that made sense. I said, okay, feels like it's a feminine because this connection feels very over. The next card that came out, the Lovers card, interestingly enough, Lovers and Death. Already came out in his heart space for his feminine. So I said, okay, smells like the feminine. So death of this connection, 9 of Pentacles, right? This came out in his environment. So I was kind of like, all right, at least we're consistent. I know I'm tapped in. So because this connection is over, people are on their own. Four of Pentacles, a little guarded. I said I need more. Magician. So we're guarded. We're guarded. We're alone. We're trying to manifest. I said, I need one last card because I'm not pulling anything after this. What is one last card? Queen of Swords. Who's the Queen of Swords? She's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Swords. So she is the feminine. Queen of Wands is the Queen of Swords. Okay? I hope you guys appreciate that clarification for anyone out there that was thinking that perhaps that might be somebody else. So there you go. That's what's happening. So now for her environment, what do we have? We've got patience with broken heart. Yeah, this is why our feminine here, our dear feminine, is in this energy of like not wanting to go back to a nightmare, right? She doesn't want it. She's like, I'm good. It took me a long time to heal. This card is Temperance, guys. This card is Temperance. She's still healing her broken heart. She's still healing it. Okay, so when this comes out, this is about a need for patience and self-control and moderation and balance. And so she's really in this area of thinking about how she's thinking, how she's working, you know, what is that spiritual path in front of her? All right, she's like, I'm good on my hermit's journey. I know who I am. I'm feeling like I'm in my power, but I love my masculine. I love my masculine. I want to be with him. But man, he's broken my heart a lot of times. So this is very much, the guidance here for feminines is try to keep your heart and mind open. Allow yourself to listen to what he has to say when he communicates, okay? And then maybe you'll have some renewed faith in him and this connection. And I don't feel like I need to read the book on the broken heart because, that's we know why her heart's broken, okay? But if I was to look, it says grief and loss, okay? Grief and loss, emptiness, darkness, grief-filled tears, right? Her heart broke open. Her heart broke open. So let's drill down on what's happening in her environment where she's healing her broken heart. First card out, Justice. And he got justice in his heart space. So they're aligned. She wants to balance this out. She does feel like things need to be set straight between the two of them if there's any chance for this to come together. And he needs to come as the King of Cups, which he is what he is doing in his headspace. He's being soft. He's being sensitive. He's in his emotions. And so she knows if you're going to be with me, you've got to come to me with your feelings. And that's the justice. That's the way we can reunite. Six of Cups. When you are the divine masculine, Emperor. Okay, that's what she is doing right now. She's like, yeah, let's balance things out. Come correct, come with your feelings so we can have this reunion with you being my divine masculine 3D, 5D man. All right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into what is happening with the connection. This was really interesting. When these cards first came out, I was like, oh, wow, maybe I'm not going to clarify it. But I thought, no, let's drill down because the story was really beautiful, but I kind of thought there's more to the story, okay? So what's happening in the connection? What's happening in the connection? What's happening with the two of them? I got to make room here for all these cards. I decided to do 6. All right, what's happening with the connection? First of all, bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands for the clarifier. So there will be movement out of separation. Like I said, commitment is already showing up in the Akashic Records. 2 of Cups is coming out as the bottom of the deck from our angels. This union is going to happen. The separation is going to end. So what's happening in the connection? 4 of Staves clarified by the 2 of Coins. There's instability in this union right now. Absolutely instability in this union right now. Why is there instability in this union right now? She doesn't know if she wants it. He doesn't know if it's over or if there is an opportunity for it to come back together. When the 4 of Staves comes out in the Lover's Path Tarot, this is all about stability, creating a home, right? This is about possible marriage or partnership. So there is instability. There's major indecision on her part. And for him, he's like, is this over? Or is there a chance? Right? So the next card out is the 2 of Cups, right? So we have the 4 of Wands with the 2 of Cups. But the 4 of Wands, it's unstable right now to have this union, 2 of Cups. When the 2 of Cups comes out in the Lover's Tarot, it is all about harmony, partnership, union, love, right? But what about it? Three of Swords. Shit got messed up. So we're still dealing with this pain, with this heartbreak in this connection. I said, give me another card to clarify Three of Swords. Is it a third party? But there isn't. Death. Death is an ending to this union right now because of this pain. It feels like an ending to this union because of this pain. All right? So we have the Four of Wands, instability in the connection because both are unbalanced. He doesn't know if it's over or if there's an opportunity to fix it. She's like, I don't even know if I want it. And then this whole union card, Two of Cups, is like, I'm heartbroken over this connection right now because it may be over. And this is both of them. He thinks like it's over and she's under heartbreak. So he's got the Death card, she's got the Three of Swords and this broken heart. Okay, what's the next card out for what's happening in their connection? Prince of Cups. When the Prince of Cups comes out in this deck, this is all about inspiration, grace, making dreams into a reality, and what clarified is Magician. So there is an energy as we move through this 8-8 through the 12th, is that we're going to try to balance this connection out, get through our grief, perhaps transform this connection so that we have this new inspiration to try to make our dreams a reality. Remember, they got 9 of Cups as their blessing, right? And the Magician clarifies making this dream into reality. And then it says here, the next card is the Six of Staves, which is the Six of Wands with the Fool. There is energy for a successful new beginning, okay? We're gonna take a leap of faith. We are. And so when the Six of Staves comes out in this tarot deck, this is all about triumph. We're going to triumph over this pain, triumph over this imbalance. We're going to triumph and create this new beginning as the Magician because we are inspired, all right? And then we have the Seven of Staves. This is not going to be easy. There is going to be a struggle, okay? We're going to be dealing with this instability a little bit, all right? This is going to happen. And it has to do with our King of Pentacles, our masculine, is that, you know, he's feeling a little defensive. He's struggling a little bit because he's not sure. And so this King of Pentacles energy, it's going to be that, you know, he's going to have to deal with this difficult situation that he put himself into, okay? He's going to have to deal with it. He's going to have to deal with it. And so then lastly, what's happening in this connection today is the Ace of Staves clarified by Judgment. And so when the Ace of Staves comes out, this is all about new energy, new opportunity, growth, action, the masculine taking action towards this rebirth and this connection. I mean, it's going to happen. I almost was like, oh, I wish I didn't clarify when it first came out with all this crap. But I was like, I'm glad I did. It feels real. It's really realistic. I mean, yeah, you can't go 4 Wands, 2 of Cups when they're both like, I don't know, is it over? Is it not over? Do I want him? Do I not want him? Right? That's not realistic. So I'm really glad I clarified. There is instability in their union right now, because there's pain in the union. There's potential death, ending of the union, because that's what the standpoint he's coming from. But there will be this new inspiration to create this and to have a successful new beginning. But our King of Pentacles, okay, is going to have to get stable for this new beginning and for this second chance. So the last thing I wanted to do was, all right, just tell me what's going to happen after the 12th. Okay, so I use the After Tarot. We got the High Priestess as the bottom of the deck, which is all about intuition, knowing, speaking. Okay, so after the 12th, there will be a completion to this energy. Okay, we're going to get on the journey and look for the Two of Cups. And we're going to end this journey of this enlightenment. And the feminine will be there to receive her masculine from this journey where he's learned about himself and where he's come back as an enlightened masculine, the 5D being in the 3D. And then we'll birth this creation. She is the Empress, and we'll have these wishes come true just like we're blessed with right now. And offers of love will be made. And the fish isn't in it anymore. The fish isn't in it anymore. You can drink from the cup. Okay? All right, guys, I wish you the best Lionsgate portal. I wish you all the blessings. If you're kind of confused, feminine, unsure, just try to ground yourself as much as you can. If you are a masculine identifying here, please gain the strength to express yourself so that we can quickly come out of this energy and move forward to our wishes, okay, and into this union. If you want to book your own personal reading with me, please go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.